listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's your girl, Owamie, this was aka Sphere Focal, praying back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, my ninjas, yeah, man, I feel so embarrassed. I feel like I'm back to work today on a Friday. It has been a wild 4 weeks, okay? I did promise you guys that I'm gonna give you guys the video, and I definitely will. I'm gonna just have to sit down and just share with you guys. But today we do have more pressing issues, and we're gonna talk about the case of Jub Jub and Amanda Dupont, okay? Now, this has been a topic that got a lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot, but a considerably decent amount of people upset with me because of what I said, and what I was saying, for me, it does not make sense, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys that Jub Jub is a free man from all the allegations that Amanda Dupont came out here trying to allegate, okay, or allege, okay. And I'm not gonna go to some blogger. I'm gonna actually read this from the NPA, okay, so that we can actually just have like we can hear it from the horse's mouth, basically. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read the statement that they did put out on Instagram, and it reads as follows, okay? It says the NPA withdraws all charges against Jub Jub. On the 4th of July, 2024, the National Prosecuting Authority has withdrawn all charges against television presenter and rapper Molemo Katlego Marohanye, also known as Jub Jub. This decision follows careful consideration of the police case docket, the prosecutor's report, and recommendations, coupled with information that was made available to the NPA through representation submitted by the defense to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, okay? The Office of the DPP concluded that there are no reasonable prospects of a successful prosecution. As a result, the sensible thing to do was to withdraw the charges of R, attempted murder, and assault against Marohanye, okay? It then goes on to say the charges emanated from a complainant and Marohanye's ex-girlfriend who laid a R charge in February 2022 against him, alleging that the offenses occurred between 2006 and 2009. After speaking out on social media, 3 other women came forward with similar allegations. Subsequently, a warrant of arrest was issued, and Marohanye handed himself to the authorities and appeared in the Joburg Magistrate Court, where he was released on a 10,000 rands bail. The NPA views all allegations of sexual violence in serious light and does not hesitate to adopt an aggressive stance towards them, but only where there is relevant and admissible evidence that can sustain the charges. Unfortunately, in this case, upon further assessment of available evidence, there was no prospect of a successful prosecution, hence the withdrawal of the charges, okay? Now, obviously, you lot know that Twitter went ablaze, okay? Ablaze. I'm going to go ahead and just read this particular one that came from Chris Excel, who y'all know. He literally was going to come for it. And then he says, now that Jub Jub innocence has been proven, he must sue that hoe for defamation of character and all the millions he had to spend to clean his name. And we're here for it, okay? Now, obviously, a lot of people were out there saying that just because it has been dismissed does not mean that he did not do it. Others were saying that just because he was accused also does not mean that he actually did it. Me personally, Storsa Amanda Dupont, just for me and the circumstances of it, Coninto awful for me. And I said it from the beginning, okay? I said it from the beginning. And I actually did apologize to say that, my sister, if what you're saying really happened, I am really sorry. But we also need to teach the younger girls on what right procedures you should do. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and continue saying this. If you have been sexually assaulted by a man, please do not bath. Go to the hospital and ask them to conduct an R kit, okay, wherein they are going to assess you. There's going to be written evidence that is going to obviously support what you're saying from a doctor, and they are going to do all the necessary things there. The other thing, again, that they actually do is they do call the police, and the police will actually write a statement for you, you understand? And you can actually, let's say maybe, I'm not saying that you lot should lie. Let's say it's an instant where you don't know who the perpetrator is, even if they say you know the perpetrator, but I forgot, I don't know. Maybe you're not ready to open a case. I understand the mental state. Sometimes it's a family member. Sometimes it's someone close to you. So obviously it's not everyone that is in a right state of mind, especially after something as horrible as that happens to you. You can actually just say that I am not sure who it is right now. Or not to say I'm not sure. Maybe you can just say, I do not know. You can ask them to just do the RK kit and tell them you're not ready to open a case right now, but you need this as evidence for the time you will, when your mind has finally settled. I think that they can be able to do that for you, and they can keep that. Let's say 5 years later, remember this person's DNA was on you. They can't dismiss it because their DNA is going to match their DNA, which means that intercourse did happen there. Now it's just a matter of, okay, did he force himself on you or not? You understand? Because obviously they will always refuse. But the nice thing about it is that you don't have to remember events that happened 5 years ago, because when they do the R kit, they actually also write what happened. So everything is still fresh in your mind. You will be able to tell them everything that happened, and that will be able to save you. However, I do and always advise to say, if you've been sexually assaulted, please do open a case against that person. Most of the times, people that sexually assault people, they do not just do it to you. They do it to multiple people. And the unfortunate part to it is that the more the silence, the more they continue doing what it is that they are doing. Now that I've said this, I would like to also go ahead and say, we have vile women out there that use the R for their own benefit. These women were never touched. Nothing of that sort ever happened. But they know that it would destroy this man's career and destroy this man. So if you are living your life and you've got a case that is hanging over your head that could possibly get you to go to jail for 25 years, first of all, if you know, you know. If you're a public figure, no matter how much Jub Jub can try to clear his name, trust and believe this will always come up. And there are always institutions that are like, we will not work with someone that has been accused. And men, unfortunately, are disadvantaged when it comes to this, especially celebrities. One man whose career I feel painful for is literally Java. And I've said this many times, I'm not even a Java fan. I'm not a Java fan. Yes, there's this song and that song that I can listen to that is his, but that will be if it comes to the playlist. Not that I will go out there and say, I've never searched Java's name. That's how much not a fan I am. I don't hate him, and I don't think his music is trash. It's just not really my type of music that I could sit and actually say, I'm going to go search for it, you know? But right is right and wrong is wrong. You cannot tell me that you dated a man for so many years, and you tell me that all those years this man was sexually assaulting you. And that only comes out because he went and did an interview that was very disrespectful, yes. But if that man disrespected you, if that man did this and that, and he did not assault you in that way, does not make it right to claim that he did, if he didn't. I don't know how powerful Jub Jub would have to be to sexually assault someone for years and you are quiet about it. Because there's also another thing, guys, of you can sleep with a man and you don't want to sleep with him. Let me tell you something. You can sleep with a man, you can consent to sleeping with a man that you don't want to sleep with because of the benefits you are getting. That is not R, because to him you have consented. This man does not know that you don't really want to do it. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I'm trying to have you guys differentiate. Yes, it will feel like you are literally getting assaulted, but you're not, because you are choosing to sacrifice yourself to get the benefits that you're getting. And I think that is very important, guys, because we're not going to sit here and act like women that are out there falsely accusing men of R are not there, when especially we also have sons. We should not make it a comfortable environment for women that lie. Because first of all, they also make it more difficult for women that have been assaulted. Back then, you come up and you say, I was assaulted. No one asked any question. We believe you because we used to think a woman can never lie with something like that. But now, it makes it more difficult for even the victims to come out and say, I've been assaulted. Now people are like, okay, where, when, by who, how did you get there, whatever. Because they know that there are innocent men that are sitting to jail till date for assaults that never happened. And we cannot take it with these famous girls. Guys, we cannot do that. Because let me tell you something. We have young girls that are looking up to them. And if we support, even when it makes no sense, it's going to be a problem. There is a young child who, I think it was last year, he was in high school, a young girl that I think they're still in the same class. These are teenagers. This girl lied and said this guy sexually assaulted her, that he urged her. This guy went and hanged himself. Afterwards, this girl said, I was just joking. It was a lie. A mother lost a son. Someone's lost their life over lies. Over something that a teenager would think is something that we can joke about because it's being made a joke. You fight with a guy, you want to get him back. Oh, he urged me. Go, I want him arrested. You don't do that. You do not do that. Now, in ending, I do hope that Jub Jub is going to sue Ayanda. And I do hope that Amanda, sorry. I do hope that she's going to go to jail for this. I hope that they're going to prosecute her. And you guys should also remember that there were talks of, it seems, allegations that were saying that they resolved it behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. Amanda was very comfortable to come publicly to us, but she never came back to give us an update. Because let me tell you something that I have seen that some of your celebrities do. They use us as their hound dogs, okay? They use us as their chihuahuas. That they just come and say whatever. They come tell us so that we back. And then after that, they leave us like that. Because, girl, you brought this information to us. We have a right to know what then happened behind the scenes. Because people were supporting you. If I get that video, I'm going to go ahead and put it somewhere here. Because some things did not make sense. I got attacked for it. Rape apologist, hey, this and that and that. Meanwhile, the law has now said, after everything that was brought forth, all the evidence and everything, it did not match, honey. The NPA even had to dismiss that ish. Not only did she try that with Jub Jub, she also tried it with McG. Opened an opportunity and a platform that any Jim Jegele and Rosina and Mary could have come out and said, McG assaulted me. Who asks such a question over a man no one has ever alleged anything? This man has never touched you, but you're out here talking about if he has ever assaulted you, sexually, come front. And you guys do remember that McG, they did say that the case was not going anywhere, this and that and that and that. And I think they ended up even having to give up. I hate, despise women that are that vindictive. Don't do that. Do not do that. Because you take away the voice of those that are real victims. And again, I have actually said this because one of your faves, who's Lady Zamar, came out here and she was the one that I accused who's Java, right? And I said that the dangerous place that we're going is that your husband's ex-girlfriend of 5 years ago, saying that you and your husband are happy, and maybe this nigga did her wrong, can just go to the police station and say, the first day I met this man, he forced himself on me, and I'm just realizing now that, oh my gosh, I was sexually assaulted. And I've said that. I think the same way that we should not have any room for arrests, we should also not have any room for arrests liars. Arrest them all. 25 years minimum. The same sentence that this man would have gotten, it should be the same sentence you get. And you guys know I want Jub Jub in jail. I want that nigga back in jail. He did not serve time enough for killing those kids. But I really do not believe he did that. And so I don't think any man should be punished for what they did not do. But anyway, it doesn't matter what you say or what I say. The NPA has dismissed, and Jub Jub is definitely a free man. And I think that if he wanted to, he could actually go and sue Amanda. But anyway, please stop it if you're someone that thinks that is right, or you're someone that does that, or you've done it before. It's not cute. You are taking the movement back, okay? Anyway, do go ahead and comment down below. I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, Ninja.